Today, we're going to show you how to build an app using Zora Protocol Rewards. Get started by creating the repository you want to build in, then clone your repository locally. Once you've cloned locally, you'll change directory inside of that new repository. After that, you'll run yarn dev, install your packages with yarn, and then you'll see the app running on localhost 3000. Now that we've got the app running locally, let's try adding some stuff to it. We're going to set up first our home page, and then we're going to add in a connect wallet button. We're importing this from Rainbow Kit, and you'll see we get right out of the box a nice, easy connect wallet button just by one simple import. From there, we're going to add in a deploy button. Once we get that, we'll add in the button. And so first we're just going to set up the general button, and we're going to have it say deploy on Zora. Once we do that, we should abstract the button into its own component. And so we take it out of that initial component, create a component just for the button. And once we have that button, we then test the button with an on-click function handler. From here, we're going to set up a hook called use Zora deploy. This is what we're going to use to hold all of our functions to interact with the Zora protocol. We'll create one function, create addition with referral, so that way we can deploy a contract on Zora with referrals. We export the function, we add it into our on-click handler by first importing the hook, and then inside of our on-click handler, we'll call that function. This is going to be making a call on chain, so we make sure that we await it. From here, we're going to set up a function inside of our library to get the Zora NFT creator proxy address. Because on each chain, the address is different, we can then make it so that we pass in a chain ID. We know that chain 77s is Zora, and then ETH mainnet is chain 1. We can return the contract address for Zora protocol on any chain supported by Zora. We'll import it and use that to get the function or the contract address for Zora creator proxies. We'll pass in the chain ID using WAGMI hooks. And then we're going to get our ABI. We'll get the ABI for Zora by going to the implementation contract of the creator proxy, copy the ABI, and then paste it into a JSON file inside of our project. From there, we build our contract using ethers and call contract.createAddition. From here, we're going to get each of the variables we need to pass into the function, starting with name and then symbol, and we can just go down the list, copying exactly from Etherscan or from your ABI, wherever is easiest for you. The most complicated part is the sales config struct, and so you'll see that this is being built as an object. Same thing, fill in each of the variables, and then from here, I'm going to use AI to try to get bytes 32 for the Merkle root. I don't care about having a presale, so I'm just going to get the default 0 value for that, and then I'll plug that in for there. And then fill in the rest of your values as you need, and then connect those variables into the actual contract call. In the contract call, we'll then update using address, using account, WAGMI hooks, and we'll pass that value in for the funds recipient, the admin of the contract, as well as the recipient of the creator referral fee. So that way we get paid on mints with Zora. From here, we're going to wait for our transaction, and we're going to wrap the entire thing in a try-catch. Wrapping a function call that is a write to a contract in a try-catch makes it so that we handle errors when user rejects the transaction. If an error happens on chain, all those can be handled there. So normal practice. From here, we'll switch over to any network that we want, and then we'll deploy a contract onto Zora. When we deploy the contract, it automatically gets indexed by Zora's indexers. So we can go over to, I deployed onto a testnet, so testnet.zora.com or .co, connect my wallet, and from there, up in the top right, you'll see the ability to manage your collections. When you manage collections, you'll see the contract we just deployed onto the Zora protocol. You can then go into that contract, view the mint page, and then mint. You'll see the Zora fee is 0.000777, and what we're hoping is we can now manage collections, and we see that we got paid out part of that fee